Alright, I hope this works. There we go. It looks like I'm streaming. Uh, is it streaming the... Yep. Okay. So, I am going to be working on documentation for a game engine called Ursina. Ursina is a game engine made in Python using Panda 3D, which is this open source rendering engine originally created by a like a development branch from Disney. It is now completely open source. It has a C API and a Python API. I don't know if API is the right word here, but that's what I'm going to call it. Um, and so it can be used for both C and Python, and it is actually quite an impressive project. Ursina is just an abstraction layer on top of that, so it doesn't really have many performance issues because all it is abstractions. Um, But it does have one fatal flaw. It is critically underdocumented. It is very underdocumented. It also doesn't use virtual environments or any modern day. Okay, well, I shouldn't say it doesn't use any modern day feature, but it sure does need to use some of these things, at least in my humble opinion. So what I am going to do is I'm going to create a makefile. Um, and I'm going to go to a previous project of mine. Um, so 2022. Now I was originally going to try to make a VR update to Ursina using the OpenXR um, SDK and whatnot. I was gonna make a little update because I'm currently trying to make a VR project with Ursina. I'm having issues using pre-existing VR solutions, and so I'd like to kind of make my own and look into it. So I was gonna work on this code, submit a pull request, but I've noticed how underdocumented any of the code is for developers or for users, and I've decided to kind of shift my focus, like completely. So what I am going to do though is I'm going to open this makefile and I'm going to just simply copy it, and literally this makefile should do everything I want. Now, this run thing here, not exactly necessary, I would not think. Um, but it's nice. So, um, let me look up command line arguments in Ursina. Ursina cheat sheet. So we should be able to enter the virtual environment this way, and also if I create a not readme, a requirements.txt file, our life should be made easy. Oh, I put in Ursina. I meant in makefile. Okay. So in this requirements.txt, we always gonna want panda 3D. This makefile is not ideal, but I'd like to use a makefile. So if I do some basic stuff, let me think. No, we should be fine. We should be fine. Okay, actually, what we should do is have a setup thing here, which will rely on bin activate. And essentially all we want to do is to just kind of say, is it at echo? I believe it's at echo here. I don't think I need quotes now that I think about it. Virtual environment setup for development. And so I don't actually even have to create this virtual environment right now, or at least I don't believe I do. because it's just not how it works, but I can just do make setup. And as you see, it's created a virtual environment. Yes, I do want to set it up for this workspace. That's good. It's doing the requirements.txt, which is really great. Now let's look up this setup.py, and these are actually the required packages. So what I will do is add each one into the requirements.txt file here. So I'm going to look up passing in command line arguments. Make file with Python. I believe that was the tutorial. Yeah, here it is. So virtual environment set up for development, which is really good. So in our requirements.txt, so this will automatically update with the requirements.txt, which is great. So that's pretty nice. Is if there's changes, it'll update. Otherwise, it doesn't care. Which I think is great, and this is how I've been trying to set up my projects as of recent. It needs pillow as well. These are extras, and I likely won't put them in the requirements.txt unless I have a need for them. Okay, sorry, it's a bit of an alarm. And I believe this is paperclip. Is that what that said? Oh, paperclip. Okay. I mean, do what you want, really. But now, if I do make setup, all that does is reinstall everything for the virtual environment, and it is set up. Which means I can also enter the virtual environment, which is, I believe, just doing source./n /bin/activate, right? Okay, so now we are in our virtual environment, which is sort of how we want to be running everything. And so that allows us to have more specific packages, and we can do what Sphinx wants us to do, which is use virtual environments. In a new directory, create a file called readme.rst with the following contents. Okay, so what directory? Let's keep going. Okay, so he does have a okay, look, he has a make file. Good. Make.bat, I don't know why that's separate, but it's separate for some reason. I just find that weird. I'm going to rules. Don't ask to ask. Be specific when sharing a problem. Uh, I don't know if he has anything about doing this, so I will not put that in there, despite some. I kind of want other people to comment on Ursina. And like the stuff I'm gonna be doing, because that'd be nice. So we have to make RST files. So doc source, doc build HTML. So we want. So I'm a little confused. Okay, so in our requirements, we're going to put. Fuck, how do you spell Sphinx? Sphinx? I don't think that's how you spell Sphinx. That is for sure not how you spell Sphinx. That is that it? Did I already forgotten? Yes, that's how you spell Sphinx. Okay, so I will pull this up on a separate monitor, maybe, but maybe not now because I kind of want other people to see. Um. So okay, we need to put a readme.rst in the project root. Readme.rst. Hold on. Alright, back to your regularly scheduled stream or whatever. Wow, is that really what the fucking... Oh. A third of a meg per second. Okay, I thought it was worse. Still, somewhat high upload speed. Okay, so, yeah, that activates your virtual environment. You want to install Sphinx or, create a fucking make file like a big brain. I might use some Unix color codes. Color codes in, or is it POSIX? Fuck it, I have it in my bookmarks. Here it is. This is a fucking fantastic website. And I want green. Where's green? Green! There you are. So, what we do is I'm going to put quotes because I don't know if the green will work without it. Then we are also going to need the reset color code for fun. And we will make setup. That did not work. Make file use color codes. Actually, echo command color codes. Is that a thing I can do? Y-E. I'm gonna trust this -E thing. But if this doesn't work on Windows, that's what I'm using Windows, but if it doesn't, that's gonna suck. There we go. So, Ursina. It's a gaming thing, it's big pog. Green text reset. I'm just gonna mark this out as the colors as to how that works. Okay. So that runs our setup. So our virtual environment is set up with the makefile, which is good, which is great. I don't know if we need that run thing, but I'm gonna keep it. So we have Sphinx. I do believe it is already installed now that I think about it. Okay, so in our readme.rst file, what is it asking us to put in there? Alright, I was doing this, not required. Or, well, it probably should be, but it's not really. Creating a document layout, quick start docs. Okay, but I don't want to do that. That is very cringe. Let's put this in the readme rst file. As a bit of a test is... Oh, this like pronunciation. We make is a Python library for cooks and food lovers. Okay, so this is a header. I don't know why we don't just use Markdown nowadays, guys. What's wrong with you? Sphinx, use Markdown. At least for headers. It's the nicest way of doing headers. They probably have a reason, but I don't believe in listening to reason. That's for nerds. But we will use that Sphinx build version command, so I will paste it. Sphinx build not found. Okay, so let's deactivate. Do make setup. Okay, now it's installing Sphinx. So you cannot be already in the virtual environment. Wow, Sphinx has many dependencies. Jesus Christ. Okay. Um, a build command, not quite necessary. I will likely not have a command in here for packaging things up. That will be completely up to him to do. But I will include this makefile in my update for all that documentation stuff because a makefile is going to make documenting many times easier, in my humble opinion. So let's go back to this main thing. Okay, so it is still there, so I will delete this docs module because I don't think we're going to want to put that there. I'm going to rename this to docs underscore old, and this is just going to simply be renamed as docs. Actually, you know what? I will completely delete this as well. So that docs folder there is going to get deleted. And I will enter our virtual environment. Is it just end? Yeah, my bad. So I will enter the environment and okay, Sphinx filled version. That's cool. All right. Now we're going to do a Sphinx quick start. I realize Control-Shift-C is not correct. That's only correct in the console. My bad. Separate source and build directories. Yes. Project name. Ursina. You know what? I will call it Ursina with caps. Author names. So now let me go to his GitHub. It's Poke Peter or Petter. Poke Peter, I'm gonna say. Poke Peter. And used by contributors. I am gonna just put the main author of the project. Project release. What version of Ursina is this? Release tags. He's got no release tags, actually. It's all lies. Where is Ursina in my tabs? UrsinaEngine.org. Documentation, API reference. Where the fuck do you find the version? You just don't find the version. That's good. That's good stuff. What version is it on? What is the current version of Ursina? Okay, that apparently there is no version number. That would be too simple. Oh, also in the git ignore, I'm going to. Oh my god, these aren't even. You can put comments in your git ignore. I'm gonna put these as Python. Other VS Code. I think that's good, right? Okay. And we'll just put env/ and that removes everything from the virtual environment. Look at that. Don't understand why I didn't even include a requirements.txt file. I understand not having a make file, but requirements.txt, bro. The project's like 2 years old. Okay, let's. Okay, it looks like it's 3.2.2. Project language. EN. Fine. Docs. Look at that. Docs old. Right, because I moved everything. Right. So there's a source directory with a config, an index.rst. These look fine. I'm gonna look up RST. RST preview. There we go. So Control Shift R. That's refactor. Control K and then R. Okay, I'll try that. What? It didn't work. Not work. Open preview. That's good. See, this is what I wanted, is this fucking preview. Make file doesn't need to be open. RST extension doesn't need to be open. Oh my god, I have so many fucking things open. Vectors don't need to be open at all. This init, not really required to be open. And what I will do temporarily. Stop opening the fucking textures. Sorry. I'm so sorry. This thing just keeps opening up the goddamn textures folder. I don't even know why it exists. No. Well, okay, I do know why it exists. It's just annoying as hell sometimes. Okay, setup. No, I don't want the setup. I need... Where am I going? Ah, fuck, where's it? Oh, get ignored. That's what I'm looking for. Right. And... TMP. Temporarily, I'm going to remove the docs directory. I remove it from docs, docs old. I'll stage all changes. Then why is it shown in my stage changes? There we go. Okay, well, it stopped. So I want to not touch any of that. Moved docs to docs underscore old. That kind of cleans things up for me. So I will open up my terminal again, and we can get started on the more important stuff. Look at the config, it shows this release version, the author, copyright, that's nice. Ursina, I wish it kind of, whatever, it's not necessary to say. Welcome to the Ursina documentation. These appear to be comments. I'll check that out. That is an interesting look, to say the least. I don't know if that's what it looks like normally. I've seen lots of Sphinx documentation. Oh. These are errors. I don't believe the RST is working. That's fine. I'm gonna look up Sphinx in particular here. Nice doc string generator. That's nice, but not what I'm looking for. Restructured text. And I'm gonna disable RST preview. Preview HTML and restructured text. Didn't work. Why is that error? Hmm. In the work folder, it does. Oh. And that's in the docs directory? Why? Why is there a different doc in the make directory? Or sorry, a different make in the doc directory? In the work folder. Explain how there isn't. So those appear to be comments. Maybe. There's a make bat in here. No sh file. So that creates the documentation layout. Build empty directory for now. We'll hold the rendered stuff. Make bat, make file. Convenience script to simplify some common Sphinx operations, such as rendering content. Can I offload some of this elsewhere? Like, could I set this up in the main project makefile? I will also remove doc from TMP. Actually, what I will do is I will set up a Sphinx documentation thing right here, and I will add that to the git ignore. So I will take docs build out. Source is probably fine, in all honesty. So what I will do is a Sphinx build. So yeah, what I will have is a Sphinx build, and that will rely on this, more or less, which will automatically enter it for me, and I will copy and paste that in. So now I can deactivate, and then I can do make Sphinx build error. No file or directory. Which one? Oh, make Sphinx build. Wait, is which doesn't have the? Oh my god. Why? Oh my god. Okay. Dot slash env. Uh, did that edit the environment? Maybe. Who knows? Could have. Dot slash env slash bin slash python 3 dash m. No module named Sphinx build. Okay. Is it in bin now? It is. It is in bin apparently. That's good to know. Why? We'll never know, I guess. But it did it. So now we've got our build. So what I will do is I'll get like an HTML previewer. Yeah, HTML preview. And index. I will open up this HTML preview. It looks ugly as heck, but it exists. Yeah, so I mean it exists. So if I open it up, getting into docs, build HTML, index. Oh, that's not bad, actually. Yeah, this is like the read the docs.io pages. That's fine. I like that. The read the docs.io pages are good. So, Pi module index doesn't exist though, so that's quite interesting. So it's in get index. Okay, that's fine. There is no module index. That's fine. That's fine. I can deal with that. So this renders it out to some HTML, which is cool. That's nice. Open this up on another monitor here. Now we're going to customize it, apparently, as a next step. Okay, so there is a make HTML command you can run. If we look, make, there is no make HTML. That is interesting. Okay. I'm assuming this make thing is for Windows users without make installed. So that's probably what that is for those stinky Windows users. PDF EPUB. What is an EPUB file? EPUB format. What is EPUB? ePublication? Is that what that is? Oh, you know, that's fucking ugly as hell. I don't know why you would... Or, well, okay, I do, but still. After, you'll see files respond to the ebook. Okay, so that's for ebooks. Don't know why you would do that. So, what I will do is getting started. That's fine. First step, to document your project using Sphinx. Build Building your documentation for more Sphinx customization, enabling built-in extension. Use a third-party HTML theme. Narrative documentation in Sphinx. I may rename this to Sphinx Docs because the cheat sheet and all that are completely fine, though I may move them. Um, uh, this is an awful tutorial, truly. Okay, so I can make a doc test without making the documentation. That's gonna nice, I guess. I don't know why that's required in any capacity, honestly. Oh, is that just for error checking? Okay, no, okay, yeah, so it's for error checking. Um, okay, I don't think you know what, actually, that can be included, they're fine. Search index, that's cool for me. Templates, static, I don't know. Uh, Static, any style sheets, and okay, so that's, okay, static files that don't change any, right? Uh, and our conf, that looks fine, and index.rst looks good to me. Mod index? I don't know where that goes. Search. Uh, where is search? So let's... Okay, so there's a search.html. I think that is part of the template. I'd imagine. So, that's fine. Index RST, welcome to Ursina Documentation. So we take a nice look. That is not rendering as nicely as I'd hoped. Page source, that's cool. Cool, so this is the default Alabaster theme, apparently. I don't know what module index is, pi module index.html does not exist, but you can gen index. So it's generated. Could be, could not be. No clue. Uh, let's take a closer look. You can tell it to deploy with your GitHub pages. Good. Um, that's for GitLab, so GitHub workflows. So build, uh, trying to think. We may want to do this. Okay. So, what I'll want to do is honestly probably, trying to think actually. Okay. Uh, New file, and I will create one. What would I like to create? That is a good question. I don't know why there's a readme.rst as a necessity here. It doesn't actually appear to ever get used, but I will modify it when I finish doing this. Let's namely do that, and actually we'll create a new folder, module docs. So that, move it. So in module docs, is it possible? It's an extension, include pattern, HTML. No, okay, I think we're fine. So in here, I want to Sphinx formatting, restructured text inline. So main module and do this. Um, oh, okay. It's expecting a completely different project format. That makes sense. What I will do, so I figured out why it was causing the error. Um, I will disable. Oh, that's language support. That's fine, actually. Um, it's just this doesn't work correctly. So I will. Oh, here it is. Enable the RST preview again. And we'll look at this. This is pretty ugly. Um, and essentially, I think I just want to replicate what is in the readme.md. I think this will probably get used in other places, but I don't know. So Ursina, oh my gosh, I accidentally clicked the DPI button on my mouse. So do that. And let me look up images. Yep, all right. Images, image new dot, for its image reference. Oh, okay, so I want to, of course, I want to grab all of these JPEGs. Simply put them in static move. Cool. So these are moved into static. Oh, right, that moves them. So that's... we want to Control C, Control V, so they're back. Deletion undone. So there's a GIF, there's a screenshot, there's all of these. So I realize that isn't going to quite work out. So this is readme.md, what is shown on their homepage, now that I'm thinking about it. It is not. Okay, it is just for their GitHub. So I will continue with this. It almost looks like it should be in the source code, but it's not. Okay. This is a nice little tutorial. I will send this to the guy so we can set that up with all of his stuff once I finish these documentation bits and bobs. Restructured text. Where did that go? Right, okay. Get a lot of tabs open. So, banner. Why does it... Okay. Banner, not actually shown, but if I put it in underscore static, did not work because there's a fucking extra slash here. Is that the reason? Oh, source. Okay, so what I'll do is smack that in anywhere there's an image. that samples directory does exist. It's fine. Okay. Those are just links. I'm not seeing images. Was that the only image? I guess that is the only image. So, in our RST here, we want to, no, not me, RST, me, RST. We want to, um, dot image, um, underline, title underline too short. Title underline too short. Did I need to, does this need to extend further? Are you kidding? Okay, so in our getting started with overline for chapters, for sections, for subsections, I would say this is, so it's saying with an overline, so I don't know if this is the kind of overline it wants. Mismatch. Okay, so no, it wants an overline of the same kind, which I probably should have figured getting started. Good. That's weird. Weird. This is smaller than this. So let's go like this, save it. That's honestly, it's fine. It's fine. Whatever. So I would say that is a chapter, personally. Dependencies is a subsection? Uh, ooh! That's, ooh! That's spicy, bro. Bro. Did I just click bro? Yeah, bro. Hey, yo, bro. The fuck? For paragraphs. I'm very confused. Um, So, okay. Uh, uh, let me think. Restructured text code block. Code block bash. I saw that was part of it. Ah! Okay, so it's dot dot code block console. Forward supplied. What do you mean forward supplied? Shell. One argument forward supplied. How the hell is that? Oh, don't have it. Is that what it's saying? Forward supplied. What? Oh. Buffer line. Then do it? No. Right. Okay, do I do that? Oh my fucking god. Why is this so difficult? Oh my god. I don't want more arguments. I just want to do the code block. Right. Really fast. Open up the terminal. Make Sphinx build. Ah, look at that. Document isn't included in the awk tree. That's fine. I think I can access it here. Main module. Right, that's not what I was trying to access, though. Main.rst is what I was trying to access. Right. It's main.rst HTML? Does not. Okay. Gonna smack that in there. This little test. Sphinx build. Look at the README, and let's see what that looks like. That looks like a code block. It's not in a console format. That is good to know. It also looks like I think you're supposed to do that instead. It thinks 5 arguments are supplied. Do I have to do this to appease it? No. Do that here. Like this. Okay, so no. That's big fat no. Tab is your way to go. Don't really care about warnings right now. You also have to do this. Pygments package not found. Am I not in? I go to a Python file. I'm in the virtual environment, but what I do still need is the pigments package, or pigments, is that what it's called? So what I will do, hip 3, install pigments, whatever, how do you say that? Which, if I, there, huh, pretty, but not quite. Fair, okay, that's fine. But essentially now I just do that same stuff. Um, also, although I will likely include the README there, that's not my, oh shit, wrong one. That's the one I want to edit. README.md is what I'm basing it on. Let's see, anything in chat? No? Okay. Scroll. Alright. So, that looks good to me. It also appears console isn't valid. Shell. Yep, alright, shell works. Also, I do believe this is what you want. So let me go and look at, why would I want to do that? Yeah, let me look up list. Oh, this is not what I wanted. List. Okay, restructured text, numbered lists. There we go. Enumerated lists apparently look like that. List. If I do that, does that become more correct? No, it does not. Fine. Did it say that I have to do paragraphs with quotes around them? Okay, no, I will not do that then. That looks very hard to read. That's fine, I guess. I do this. And tab these in. That looks fine. Get CSM, okay. Okay. Dependencies, so this is still using this. Which isn't even under the dependencies. Oh, okay, alright, now I see. Optional dependencies, right? So then under the dependencies section, it's got a list marked out already. examples is, I would say, a chapter, personally. I don't understand why these are formatted. I do believe I actually need to do that. Examples. I do need is to grab the code block. Do this, and then that. And that will create a Python code block. These links. So I will look up link, hyperlink, external hyperlink target. Okay, that's super easy, actually. Do I need to include the underscore? Callout form, explain. Let's not use that one. These are REST API. It's automatically changing the casing of my fucking. Okay, so structured text link. Why is there an underscore? Oh. I don't like this. That's fucking ugly. But I get what this does. That makes more sense to me, actually. So what I will do is in these links. Here it is. I'm going to put those together. And actually, I will do these one at a time. And I may... So Minecraft clone, that works. Also, this doesn't be in list form. Okay, Python restruct, you know what, restructure text link to File. Referencing files. Here we go. So I just want to use the file role. Is that what you would call it? Um, no, it still acts as a link. Okay. Would I want to do this? No, I see why that wouldn't work. Okay, so remove that entirely. Did I do it wrong? Oh, okay. I see. Okay. Um, I do see why this would not quite work. So this file linking thing doesn't work. Oh, right. Oh. Unknown textual. So So that's not a known text role, apparently. Okay, so this thing's the thing that doesn't understand the file role, but the file role, it exists. It's fine. It's pretty cool. So that links to the sample file there. How do I make a game? This I would also consider a chapter. Um, so let's actually, you know what? Keep open the roles. I want to look up headers or not. Syntax highlighting. Use lists, use tables, themes. That looks useful. Header. Heading? Should be at the top, right? Section structure. Okay, so if I look up section, title, subtitle, I don't like this one. There's a better one. I was at it a minute ago. Sections. Here, this is the thing I was looking at. I'm going to bookmark. So, yeah, that is for a chapter. And yeah, I'll consider it a chapter. These should be formatted like that, in all honesty, and maybe even be separated. So then we want to do a code block set to Python, then highlight all the Python, that, so that does that there. That should continue the little list. Unexpected indentation. Right, is it supposed to look like that? No, don't move the terminal, move the cursor, please. Is it not called code block? Oh, code dash block. Okay, I see. Trying to be picky. 18 arguments were supplied because there is supposed to be that there. So there is a code block, but I'm noticing this isn't separated properly. Weird. It's that. That's up. Fuck if I know. Not even gonna lie. I think we'd actually want to use the highlight role, wouldn't we? Highlight. Highlight. Okay. Inline. Oh, inline markup. commands. I gotta figure out what this is called. Inline code block. Restructure text. Inline code block. Okay, so use a code tag. That is, I realize that is actually a file. But I will use the code tag. Because I think that looks better. That looks good here to me. These tabbed correctly. That doesn't look quite right. I'll be right back. Just realized my mic has been off for the past 3 minutes or so. Um, but yeah, this is under this to section, which is nice. And then this is a Python code block. MD. Is MD okay. Or is there restructured text file sorry, folder structure trees. Yes, this is exactly what I want. Okay, so I will turn this into a tree. Right? That would make sense, in my mind at least. So let's try to do a tree view. Maybe after... There's a code block. Yeah, here it is. We want to set this as code. I will also set this as code. That is code. And I realize that doesn't make sense because those were never code blocks to begin with. I'm thinking this looks good. This looks fine. Could likely look a little better. Yeah, you've got a little. Oh, this is actually a code block. Isn't it? So I've also realized that makes sense. No, it doesn't. Okay. New line in restructured text. Oh, okay. So in order to keep that level consistent, use this, and there you go. All right. That looks good to me. Though I want to do the same around here. Oh no, yeah, no, it's fine. Looks good. So I'm also noticing, yeah, we'd want to tab in correctly. That does that. So if we, yeah, if we set that section to look like this, I think that's more accurate to the original. Actually, this looks better than the original. I will now try to create a tree view. Directory structure. Okay, tree view, restructured text. Okay, so I want a talk tree. Talk tree is not defined. Is there specifically one for Sphinx? I don't know what Sphinx needs is. So, gonna use a talk tree. And caption. And then I will say, yeah, that looks fine. This is our talk tree syntax. Oh, that's table of contents tree. Is there simply a tree view? Uh, Tree view in restructured text. And I don't mind using a code block, but I'd rather not. Talk tree is cringe. Table types in. Actually, you know what? Can I find? And then I look up. No, not at bookmark. I look up a tree. Literal block, line block, block quotes, tables. There's these different types of tables. Transition. Oh, explicit markup. Citation, hyperlink, plain text, directives. Oh, ooh. Okay. Comments. Okay, comments are done exactly how you think they would be done. Like, that's kind of like the first thing you notice normally. So, um, I guess I will hold. Nope. Nope. Just gonna have to make sure the tab level is consistent. So I can do... Ah, stop! Oh wait, we don't want this to be literal. And then... just do a space. That works. And I will, that might mark it as italic. That marked it as italic, so bold would be double, right? Yeah, okay. So, bolded, um, fucking Christ, how do you do a tree view? Okay, you know what? No, I'm keeping it as a code block. This is fucking awful. Especially because it wasn't originally done as a tree view. Like, as much as I love to do a tree view, it is not fun. So, back to how it was, and this looks exactly the same. So, it doesn't matter. God, it's 2 hour stream already. Okay. This looks good to me. Um, so I'm happy with it. I'm going to copy the README into this docs here. And in here, um, actually, what were those warnings we were getting? Include talk tree document isn't included. How do I include documents? I actually haven't thought about it. Oh, I see there's actually an issue. Oh, actually no, because that was the previous iteration. So it's fine. Unknown director type talk tree, but that's fine. We can talk tree markdown. Okay, well that's different then. First off, let's check out this README, and that's a bit of a bug. Literal start without string end. That's an interesting one. What line? Line 25. It apparently isn't done right. Man, this thing is fucking sensitive, but also... Ha, I know what happened. Or I might know what happened. Somewhere... What? Is this a different readme RST? It is. What? This is a different readme RST. Because I copied in the readme.md. Build it. Document is included in octrees. This looks good. That looks fine. Look at that. Ooh, little folder icons. Okay. This looks about how it should. This main module includes nothing. It's fine. Readme RST is fine. Let's check out our main RST. So we've got main module. If we go into this, all right, so this is included in our octree. I will also I would like to... So wait. It doesn't appear. Where is what I'm looking for? Documenting Python objects. Here we go. So, got that. I'm gonna here include the readme.rst file. Sphinx build it. And then I'm going to go to the index. Look! Oh, it's pretty! How do I make a game? Examples, getting started. So what I will do here is pretty simply go back to where I was. Yeah, does it have a talk tree? Nope. Nice, look at that. Okay, so there's actually a... That was probably a terrible idea. It was fucking awful timing, wasn't it? Okay, so this should add that nope. No, no. Uninstalling that garbage. And enabling this. And committing to that reload. Yeah, so it looks like this will be my best bet then. That's fine. What I have realized is, I think, the readme, yeah, no image. So in our readme.rst here, I'll tell it to use underscore static slash this. And then I will build and do a cheeky little reload. It did not work. Interesting. What I will do is, I guess, Sphinx RST images. Is that not the path? Maybe Ursina.jpg does exist. Where the hell do I put the images? Like, that's not explained. Ah, nope, typo. That's what happened. Which means it is also a typo here. But with this one, we want to go to docs slash source slash static slash. Cool. Which looking will cause an issue, but that's not big of a deal. Sphinx build it. Bit of an error. We'll see what's up with that. Did not like the image. Why did it not like the image? Also, is that really what that? Okay. let's check out those 6 warnings. These are all about main. File not readable. It's definitely a readable file, but I don't think it sees it. Ah, creates an images directory here. So that may have fixed the issue. Yep, there it is. So that does what it needs to do. Now, work on a module doc. And redo a lot of what I've already done. Rewritten in this format instead. And also, what I'm going to do is keep this open up on another thing here. The index page actually doesn't really have content. Is this the... Actually, what is the index page here? Where does this take us? Gen index. So that's generated? Oh, okay. So I think... Okay, so does it remove these and that's what it does? Is that how that works? So like if I were to search getting started here, search results, welcome to Ursina Documentation. All right, that's good. So here we are going to want to find module documentation on how to, how to do module docs. So do a module doc. It's a reference. More talk trees. That's images. Cringe. Module docs. Okay, so. Shit, I'm so sorry. I might end the stream soon, but I'm gonna do a little bit more. So, real quickly. What I'm going to do is do.py. Now, what else is there? Stuff in the Py domain. Py module. And then we get the name, which is main. And we'll actually say this is Ursina.main. And how does it want me to do it? So, okay, so, alright, I got you, okay. Actually, you know what I have, if I go to Ursina, and I go here, so, what I will, something looks different, what do I do? Oh, okay, that's what I did, apparently. I don't like that. Let's take a look. Oh, it's obviously not gonna know. So let's just look up Python RST. Is there a better RST restructured text? That's fine, okay. Not really required. This doesn't require any parameters. Uh, so for module, okay, so I wanted to find a synopsis. Synopsis, and then I'll probably want to use these. This is not deprecated. Platforms include IRX, Mac, Windows, Unix. So, you know what? Yeah, I will. Actually, no. This doesn't require a platforms definition because this is not how this works. In main, you have the Ursina class. So, I class Ursina, and this takes in keyword arguments. Oh, those are attributes. Okay, and so then you can define methods, right? Okay. So I know in here, which actually I'll move this to the side because that will make my life easy. I will also close out of many of these so I can get a more focused view. So then we're going to do dot pi. I'm also noticing that's incorrect. Dot pi method. And there's a method. Oh my god, okay. There. Oh, actually, you know, I probably should look. What does it mean for a class to final? Oh, got it. I don't know how that would apply in Python. There's PyDecorator, PyFunction, func data, module level variable. Okay. Const meth. Sorry. Attribute exe exception. Okay. Object reference an object of unspecified type. C. No, no thanks. No, thank you. No, thanks. I'm not doing anything in C right now. Just basic module documentation. Nothing more. Because there's module docs. Like, it should be commented, but that means I don't have to have this garbage there. Okay, Sphinx pi class define quarks. guess that's not helpful. Default domain. Oh, here we go. Class. I think I'm actually gonna go because I'm getting a little bit bored of streaming, and it appears I'm like getting silent every time. So I'm gonna go, and the people in the other room are fucking loud as hell. So I'm gonna just stop. Thanks for watching. If you did, I'm gonna continue to work on this module document, or sorry, this honestly project documentation, because this is a critically underdocumented project, and it is a very fascinating engine with many cool features. I think it could definitely use some more features, but if no one is able to learn it, the point of adding new features is stupid. Um, there would be no point to add new features if new developers can't get started. There is no readthedocs.io link, nothing. There is an Ursina cheat sheet, and that makes it incredibly difficult to get started, despite the many levels of abstraction that it provides and allows you to do. So, despite all that, it still is hard to wrap your head around some of it because there is no central starting point. In any case, I'm going to go. Thank you everyone for watching. I do appreciate your viewership, and hope you could like and subscribe. I know, cliche, but I've been here for 2.5 hours.